In many ways, Dr. Gangarosa played a similar role at AUB that he did at Emory, where he was really the founder of both schools of public health. His foundation was built on commitment to excellence in science, commitment to solving the most important problems in the world that could be solved, and his commitment to providing for the future. It's very important to him to import his knowledge and his passion into people in the future, the students. I was fortunate to have known Gene when both of us were at the CDC, where he founded one of the best units, the Enteric Disease Unit at CDC, which continues excellence to this day. I know Gene also for his passion for public health, his passion for teaching, his passion for working on his autobiography with his son Ray, and his passion for his wife Rose, a partner for 70 years, who helped him with his mission to improve public health. Thank you so much, Gene and Rose, and good luck.
I've known Dr. Gangarosa for over 43 years. Dr. Gangarosa recruited me to the EIS program at CDC in 1979. His vision was to establish a nurse practitioner training center at the AUB farm to provide primary healthcare services to rural communities. Those plans did not materialize. In 1984, we reconnected when I returned back to Atlanta. Dr. Gangarosa has been my mentor, my advisor, and a great friend throughout my career. He has been an inspiration to all of us, and he'll be greatly missed.
I had the privilege of working for Gene during the early days of our program leading up to our becoming a School of Public Health in 1990. Since then, Gene and I have enjoyed countless conversations over several decades, during which he always expressed such a keen interest in what was happening at Emory and beyond. I know he left such a legacy in your school as he did in ours, and we will be eternally grateful for the generosity that Gene and Rose expressed in so many ways, concluding in our naming the Gangarosa Department of Environmental Health in their honor. Gene will be remembered fondly for always with love and gratitude for all he's meant to us, and I'm sure all he's meant to you. Thank you so much.
Dr. Eugene Gangarosa was my mentor and friend for 30 years at CDC and 22 years teaching at Emory. Gene had a passionate mission to save lives from diarrhea. He developed schools of public health at AUB and Emory. In 1968, he supported me in the first field trial of oral therapy for cholera. He later invited me to visit AUB. He recruited 2 AUB grads for the Rockefeller Fellowship with CDC EIS program. One of them, Dr. Hania Trash, became a global public health leader. In 1985, he recruited me to teach at Emory, and finally he mentored me in philanthropy to return my temporary gain in wealth to future students.
In 1980, my wife Rima Khabbaz and I were medical students at the AUB when we first met Gene Gangarosa. That first meeting literally changed our lives, as it helped us embark on a career course in public health, starting with CDC training in 1980. Dr. Gangarosa has had similar influences on many people around the world. His passion and commitment to public health spanned multiple decades. He taught and mentored until the last year of his life, and endowed universities to help future generations. He made the world a better place and helped save countless lives. We are forever grateful for his life, a life well lived.
I've known the late Dr. Nadim Haddad for the last 30 years, a short period of his dedicated life as a public health guru who talked the talk and walked the walk in establishing sound practice in Lebanon and the region. Dr. Haddad was a down-to-earth role model with high morals and ethics, a symbol of openness, tolerance, nobleness, and humbleness. He was also a continuous learner and teacher, a scholar in the real sense of the word. His legacy will continue through the many leaders he sponsored and the practices he nurtured. He will be missed. Allah yarhamu Dr. Haddad.
I remember talking with Dr. Haddad about 40 years ago in the courtyard of Van Dyke. I was a bit stuck and was seeking his advice. After a while, he stopped me, and with his very serious, confident voice, he said, "Nadim, take a step, in any direction. Sometimes what's ahead for you is not visible from where you stand." Great advice. I saw him again a few years ago in Washington. He was pushing this incredible idea he had and recruiting people to help him. An amazing individual, a great loss for the country and for the region. Somebody who has the vision to think really big, the courage to act on what he thinks, and the humility to bring people along. We will miss you, Nadim.
علاقتي بنديم تعود إلى أكثر من 40 سنة، واشتركت معه في كثير من المشاريع، كثير من البرامج للمملكة العربية السعودية، وسعدت بالتعامل معه، تعلمت منه شيء كثير. الرجل كان مليء بالحكمة والمعرفة والرأي الصائب. في كتابي الأخير الذي صدر مؤخراً، حديث الذكريات، كتبت بضعة سطور عن نديم، وقلت فيها بالحرف الواحد: لو إنه عرض علي أن أختار 10 محاضرين متميزين ممن عرفتهم في مسيرتي العلمية، لكان نديم أحدهم. أدعو الله له بالرحمة والغفران، وأن يحسن عزاء كل من عرف نديم هذه القمة.
دكتور حداد من أول الأشخاص اللي تعرفت عليهم لما جيت على أتلانتا بال2015. From our first encounter, which was an AUB Christmas dinner, he got me hooked on his lifelong pursuit to build bridges between academia and practice in public health. And who wouldn't want to subscribe? So what followed for me was a journey of Alice in Wonderland. Countless meeting times and connections with new people, with new organizations, and cups of coffee and soup at the Rollins coffee shop, and email exchanges. I will forever miss finding a message from him in my inbox. And those who've had this privilege would know his messages were filled with proverbs, with analogies, with references to Greek mythology, and cryptic titles, random titles like Our Alma Ata or Matryoshka Dolls, which leave you wondering before you open the message, where is this email going? Ma'almi, you left a big gap, not only in my inbox, but in my life. Allah ma'ak.
كان صادق الوعد في كل ما كان يعمله معنا، وكان شريفاً إلى أبعد الحدود، وقادراً على أن يعمل بكل معنى الكلمة مع كل شخص أعرفه في البحرين عمل معه. ترك ذكريات جميلة جداً في نفوس الكثيرين من العاملين في الحقل الصحي في البحرين. هو وإخوانه الدكتور حلاب والدكتور نبيل قرنفل غيروا تغييرات جذرية معنا في الحقل الصحي. بنينا كلية العلوم الصحية التي لا تزال موجودة بعد 40 سنة، وخرجت المئات بل الألوف من القوى العاملة. أستطيع أن أقول بأننا معهم، مع هذه المؤسسة الجامعة الأمريكية في بيروت، عملنا الكثير من أجل تغييرات كبرى جذرية في الحقل الصحي ونجحنا فيها، والفضل يعود للمرحوم الدكتور نديم من جهة، وإخوانه الذين أرجو لهم طول العمر من جهة أخرى.
Dr. Haddad was really the type of mentors that you could go to and talk to about anything and everything. I remember I ran to him once. I was panicking. I was newly appointed as the director of a huge center, and I asked him for advices. What he really gave me was more valuable than the advice. He validated my feelings. He said that he lived the same experience and he knows this stressful situation and that he survived it in the past. And I was like, wow, if a legend like him was stressed out, then it's okay that I'm currently stressed out as long as I do my best. And that empowered me and gave me confidence more than I could express or, put into words. Thank you, Dr. Haddad, for being such an inspiration to all of us.
In the memory of Dr. Nadim Haddad, it's very important to mention that he was not only a professor, but also a mentor. He guided us throughout the journey of health management and policy and pushed us to become critical thinkers. He was also our window of opportunity to become certified professionals in healthcare quality. So rest in peace, Dr. Nadim.
Thank you for your tremendous support, and I bet that if you're still alive with us right now, you will still help us for the very last moment. Thank you so much for everything, Dr. Haddad. We were very grateful to know you. And I hope your soul runs in peace.